Legislation recently signed into law by Pennsylvania Governor Tom Wolf will make it easier for people in Pennsylvania to test substances for fentanyl. Previously, test strips to detect fentanyl for personal use, they were considered drug paraphernalia.
But as Erie News Now state capitol correspondent Brendan Scanlon reports, a strong bipartisan effort in Harrisburg has changed that.
As fentanyl seizures increase in Pennsylvania, so do fatal drug overdoses. Department of Drug and Alcohol Programs Secretary Jen Smith says about 5,300 Pennsylvanians are losing their lives to drug overdoses each year.
That's a lot of people. That's too many people. And so there are lots of strategies that we have to employ to help combat that.
Strategies with the primary goal of keeping Pennsylvanians alive,
so that we then have the opportunity to engage them in other types of supportive services.
Smith says it's important to expand access to tools like naloxone, but that it's equally important to expand the toolbox with things like fentanyl test strips.
And that's so important because our drug supply today is very often not one substance. It will contain multiple substances.
Once classified as drug paraphernalia, fentanyl test strips are now decriminalized thanks to legislation by State Representative Jim Struzzi and a signature by Governor Tom Wolf.
Something as simple as removing fentanyl test strips from the definition of drug paraphernalia can save a life, then I think we needed to do that.
Test strips indicate the presence of fentanyl in liquid and solid substances and can be life-saving, especially for an unsuspecting user who's never been exposed. Struzzi says it can also provide a fighting chance at recovery.
To me, it's not just about saving lives. It's about getting people into recovery, getting them back to a good quality of life.
He says fentanyl is eliminating second chances for too many Pennsylvanians and believes everyone deserves the opportunity to breathe another day.
You make one mistake and it costs you your life. And we simply, if we have a mechanism to prevent that, then we need to do everything we can to give people that second chance at breathing another day.
In Harrisburg, Brendan Scanlon reporting.
Brendan, thanks. Some important information.
Oh, yeah, and everything's, the tide has turned for that.